Hey everyone, it's Mr. Hollywood, and today is day 73 of my 200-day posting streak goal, and today I am ranking the Superman and Supergirl movies. Now, before I give you my ranking, feel free to share your ranking of the Superman / Supergirl movies down below in the comments, and this is day 73 of my 200-day posting streak goal. So, in last place for me is going to be Superman 3. I really hated Superman 3. I don't even feel like it felt like a Superman movie. It just kind of felt like Richard Pryor, the movie. And everything with Richard Pryor was just not very funny. I mean, it had a great opening scene, I'll give it that. But then it just became boring. Stuff on Smallville was boring. And, like, the robot whole computer was just silly. It was so bad. And, I mean, Superman and Clark Kent fighting was cool, but overall, Superman 3 is a really terrible movie that I don't even feels like a Superman movie, and I don't even enjoy it. So, it is my least favorite. Now, coming in at number 8 is going to be a little controversial. I'm going to put Superman Returns. There are things about Superman Returns that is good. Like, I thought the plane sequence towards the beginning was cool, and I think Brandon Routh was okay as Superman. However, what really drives this way down here is, first off, I really do not like Kevin Spacey as Lex Luthor. Kevin Spacey is a great actor, not so much good person, and, I mean, I think he is probably a top 30 to 40 actor of all time. I mean, his performance in The Usual Suspects and Seven are all-time great. The thing is, he was terrible in this. It's like, I don't feel anything for Lex Luthor. It doesn't feel like he has much of a personality. And also, Kate Bosworth as Lois Lane was terrible. And also, this movie felt like a sequel to Superman 1 and 2 and a prequel to Superman 3 and 4, but it didn't at the same time, though it committed the ultimate prequel sin, which was kind of just giving bad explanations of how Superman ended up in this place in Superman 3. I mean, I really think this movie completely felt destructive to Superman as a character. Him being just a stalker to Lois Lane at the end. And, I mean, it was just so bad. Like, that ending is one of the worst. So, yeah. Superman Returns, I know a lot of people might have some fondness for. I don't. It's right here at number 8. Number 7 is Superman 4. I know a lot of people would probably put this at the bottom. There are things about Superman 4 that I still really liked. I actually think it respected Superman. I do think this film tried its best to try to be a love letter to Superman. Now, did it completely work? No, but I at least feel like there was an effort to try to respect the legacy of Superman. I also think this arguably is the most interesting plot, and I honestly don't hate Nuclear Man as a villain. I mean, he's not great, but I mean, I liked him more than the villain in Superman 3, and I liked him more than Kevin Spacey, Lex Luthor. I mean, yeah, so, like, there were things that I really liked. I thought John Williams' score was great. I still think Christopher Reeve is amazing. I still love Gene Hackman. However, the thing that really drives this still down here at number 7, they completely cheaped out on a lot. It's like they just used a lot of the same repeat footage as Superman 1 and 2, and it just looks really bad. And also, this movie was only like 90 minutes. This movie should have been probably close to 2.5 hours. Because I think on paper, if they really just explored more of the nuclear arms race plotline, if Canon, the studio that bought Warner Brothers, wasn't having financial problems, this could have been an all-time great movie. This could have been amazing. Instead, what we got is a movie that, unfortunately, kind of just feels like a sad ending, given that this was Christopher Reeve's last time as the Man of Steel. So, yeah, Superman 4, it's not that good, but it's better than the other two, and I have no problem saying that. Now, coming in at number 6, Superman 2. Now, to be clear, there is a pretty big gap between Superman 4 and Superman 2. It's not like it's right here competing for the bottom 3. I love Terrence Stamp as General Zod. Rest in peace, Terrence Stamp. He was incredible. I mean, of course, I love Christopher Reeve as Superman. I mean, who doesn't? I mean, I love Margot Kidder as Lois Lane in this one. I think I liked her the most in this one. I mean, Gene Hackman was still great. I thought, the story about, Superman having the choice between being Superman, someone who saves his day, or being Clark Kent, someone who loves Lois Lane. And I thought it all was mostly worked well. And for me, I kind of have different problems with both cuts. Yeah, I really do put Superman 2, the Lester cut, and the Donner cut in the same category because I feel pretty similar about both, just for different reasons. For the Lester cut, I feel like there was just a lot of humor that just felt completely misplaced, and the action towards the end was not very good. And for the Donner cut, they used a lot of test footage, so it's a worse version of a better version of the film. If Richard Donner actually completed Superman 2 like he should have in like 1980, this could have been better than the first one. Instead, what we got is a movie that is good. There's a lot of good things about it, but a movie that still kind of is a little bit disappointing because of what could have been. But overall, it's still a good movie, but it is going to be here at number 6. Number 5 is the newly released Supergirl. I was debating if I was going to put this higher. I think 5 is a good placement. I really like Supergirl. The internet seems to really hate it. I wasn't one of those people. I love Millie Alcock in the role of Supergirl. I mean, I love Crypto. And I thought the movie was just fun. It was just a lot of fun. I mean, Lobo, I mean, he was cool. I mean, the dynamic between Supergirl and Ruthie was great. The story was great. Hearing, like, really what happened to Krypton and Supergirl's perspective was great. So, yeah, there were a lot of great things about Supergirl. I do think, though, there was stuff where it felt like there were a lot of reshoots, and the movie is just shy of 2 hours, and it's like I feel like they could have stretched out the story a little more. So, overall, it's a movie I really like. However, I do think this movie probably should have been closer to like 2 hours 15 or something like that, because I do think there were some big pieces missing. But overall, still a very good movie that I highly enjoyed. So yeah, Supergirl, I think number 5, I think this is a good placement right here in the middle. Now coming in at number 4 is Batman vs. Superman, the Ultimate Edition. The theatrical cut is awful. I hate that movie. It would be worse than Superman 3. The Ultimate Edition is definitely not a perfect movie. There are still things I really don't like about it. However, the basic premise of it is incredible. This movie leaving right off from the end of Man of Steel, seeing the fight between Superman, Zod, and Batman's perspective was amazing. Ben Affleck as Batman is incredible. Henry Cavill's Superman is incredible. The Batman warehouse sequence was awesome. And I thought, just the story, of how would society react to Superman after the events of Man of Steel? And what should you do if this person has a slight chance of being this evil? It brings up a lot of great questions, and I think it makes a lot of sense in the Ultimate Edition of why the world would view Superman as dangerous for doing the right thing, because I think it's a little more realistic that sometimes just because you do the right thing, the world isn't going to see that. It's kind of what happened at the end of The Dark Knight. Batman did a lot of heroic stuff and didn't get any credit. It's kind of what happened here. So I do really appreciate that they actually tried to explore deeper themes. Where I have problems with this, I only have really 2 major problems with the Ultimate Edition that do hold it back. One of them, Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor. I just can't get into this version. I understand what they were going for. It just didn't work. Just the whole Mark Zuckerberg stuff and just the Jolly Rancher sequence. No, it didn't work. And also, Martha. It was incredibly silly how they handled it. I mean, just Batman only finding his humanity because Superman's mom had the same name as his mom just doesn't work. So, overall, this is definitely a flawed movie. I still love a lot more than I have problems with the Ultimate Edition. And it is right here at number 4. Now, coming in at number 3, the top 3. Number 3 is Man of Steel. I love Man of Steel. This movie has grown on me so much over the years. At first, I wasn't very high on it. I just couldn't really get into this version. However, over the years, I have really found a lot of appreciation for Man of Steel, of them exploring Superman as someone more than just someone who has just all the happiness. I love how they showed a more grounded version of Superman. And Michael Shannon as Zod was incredible. I thought Russell Crowe was great as Shirelle. And I thought Amy Adams was great as Lois Lane. Henry Cavill was great as Superman. And Hans Zimmer's score was beautiful. And I do think the end battle does get unfairly criticized of Superman and Zod causing this much destruction. It's like, what else did you expect when these two aliens were smashing each other and destroying buildings? Of course, destruction like this is going to happen. So, yeah, the final battle, the criticisms don't really make sense. It's an amazing final battle. Superman having to go against his will to kill Zod. It was really sad, but it was really powerful and profound. So, yeah, like, while I still have some questions on how they handled Jonathan Kent's death, overall, I still love Man of Steel. And I would even argue it might be a better movie than my number 2, but I just personally like my number 2 more, and probably just think it's a little more entertaining. But anyways, Man of Steel is still right here at number 3. Number 2 for me is going to be Superman 2025. I really loved this movie. I thought it was a lot of fun. I mean, I thought David Cronenweth, he did great as Superman. Rachel Brosnan did great as Lois Lane. I really liked Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor. I really liked Crypto. And overall, I just thought the movie was just fun. I just enjoyed going on this ride with Superman and Crypto. And I thought this was the best Lex Luthor since Gene Hackman. And, I mean, overall, the action was great. The music was great. It was just a great movie. So, yeah, it is my number 2. I probably think Man of Steel might be a better movie, but just personally speaking, I like the 2025 Superman more, and is right here at number 2. But coming in at number 1, easily holding the gold crown, it's Superman, the movie, 1978. I mean, this is probably always going to be number 1. It's just such a beautifully made film. It's really what inspired this entire genre. Yeah, we had movies like Batman 66, but it was really this one that launched it. I mean, just Christopher Reeve, I mean, he is just so good as a role, and you can really, truly believe him as a man that can fly. Richard Donner's directing is just great. Gene Hackman as Lex Luthor was awesome. Marlon Brando as Jor-El was awesome. And Margot Kidder was great. It's just a beautiful movie. Just, I mean, seeing Superman's journey, you know, him on the Kent farm, and then really just seeing him as someone who becomes Superman, saves Lois, fights the criminals. It was just such a beautifully made film. Sean Williams' score, one of the all-time greats. There's really not much to say that hasn't already been said. It's an amazing movie. And I have even more appreciation for this movie after watching the Superman Christopher Reeve documentary, which you should definitely check out. It was such a beautiful documentary. But yeah, this movie is easily the gold standard for Superman movies, so it is easily here at number 1. Now, thanks for watching. Feel free to share what your ranking of the Superman movies are down below in the comments. And this is day 73 of my 200-day posting streak goal. Now, thanks for watching, and peace out.